Hey everybody, here to talk about how to set up access to the WordPress blog that we'll be using in English this semester. You are going to need to create an account in order to post on the blog, and as we went over on the first day of school, posting on the blog is going to be part of your grade. So, the first thing that you've already done is give me your email address on the first day of school. And after you've done that, I will put your email in to invite you to be a contributing author to the blog, and you should get an email invitation. It is a little complicated in terms of how to set it up, so I'm going to walk you through it in this presentation. Okay, so if you successfully gave me your email address and I successfully entered it without misspelling anything, you should get an email that looks like this. With the subject, Mr. K FHS invited you to follow one of the blogs. There's a different blog for each class. And you just need to open that email, and then you're going to press the button that says Accept Invitation. So far, this is pretty simple. When you press that button that says Accept Invitation, it's going to take you to this screen where it's going to ask you to log into WordPress. Unless you have a WordPress blog of your own or something, you probably don't have an account. So you are going to need to click over here where it says Register, and you're going to register as a new user for WordPress. So go ahead and click that. And now this is arguably the most complicated part of this whole thing. It's going to take you to this screen that's going to tell you to get started with WordPress by filling in this simple form. But this screen is set up to have you create a blog of your own, which you might want to do, but you certainly don't have to in order to contribute to the blog that we have for class. So you need to look over here, and this is the tricky part. It says if you don't want a blog, you can sign up for just a username. In order to contribute to our blog, the one that I've already created, that's all you need to do. So unless you want to set up a blog of your own, just click there where it says sign up for just a username. And that will take you to this screen, and you can see here where I've been filling this in already. This is pretty straightforward. It's just like setting up an account with, anything else that you've signed up for online. You can see I had to put in my email address, a username, and it actually didn't like that one because I put the period in Mr. Kennedy, and a password. So you get to make up whatever password that you want. Do make sure that when you put in your username, you put in your real first and last name, so I know who you are when you post on the blog, right? So don't put in something fun and silly and internet-y there. Actually put in your real name there. Once you do that, you should get this screen that says now check your email to complete registration. So you're just going to do what it tells you and go check your email. And now there's one other tricky part that's coming up after you do that. When you go into your email, if you've set up an account, now you should have an email with the subject activate and then whatever your username is that you selected, which again should be your first and last name. And it's going to tell you to press the button below to activate your account. So you're going to go ahead and click that button to activate the account, but like I said, this is where it's going to get kind of weird. Okay, so once you press that button, now it does something weird. It takes you to this screen, and it wants to set up all this stuff where you can follow different blogs, and it's going to lead you back into setting up your own blog and some complicated things like that. Again, knock yourself out, follow as many blogs as you want to, but you certainly don't have to. At this point, you can close that, right? You could close that window and go back to your email, because it doesn't tell you this, but now you need to go back to your email and go back to that original email that you got from me inviting you to share access to the blog. So I would close this little window and I would go back into my email. And now once I'm back at my email, once again I'm going to click on this one, the original email you got that said Mr. K FHS invited you to follow such and such a blog. And once again, you're going to click Accept Invitation, and now you've got an account set up, so when it sends you to that screen, you can actually log in. And if you do all this successfully, this is where you should end up. This is the dashboard for our class blog. And in class, we're going to work together on this and take a look at it so you understand how that works. But if you've done all of it right, this is where you end up. And if you have any trouble with that, by all means, please send me an email. Thanks.